Got the flu? Yeah, me too. So today, my tutorial is going to be on stick makeup, where my pain can be your gain. First things first, I like to take a full coverage foundation and place it all over the areas of my face that are the most red. For me, it's right around my nose. I usually break out around my mouth, and underneath my eyes I get tremendously dark circles because most times I have a sinus infection. Then, once the product is placed, I go in with a clean brush and I buff it into the skin. Then, using a fluffy eyeshadow brush similar to a 217, I go in with a cream color and I contour. I use it on my eyes as well, and with the leftover product I bring it down my nose. Once the product is placed, I go in with a clean brush and I buff it into the skin and clean up areas where it got blown out. Now, using my favorite eyebrow pencil from Anastasia Brown, I go in and draw on the ends of my eyebrows and fill in the rest of my brow. I like this pencil the best because it draws on bare skin, whereas powder will not. So for those of us that don't have the ends of our eyebrows, it works best. Once I have that placed, I go in with a little powder just to fill in. Last, I use a paddle brush in my foundation and carve them out. Using a paddle brush, I place the color Candlelight from Too Faced all over my lid. It's a highlighter and it makes your eyes pop. Then, I use a warm contour color in the corners of my eyes, as well as my crease. I chose a warm color because I have blue eyes and it'll make them stand out more. I also bring a little underneath and clean up the lid with a little more Candlelight. So this is where things get a little bit hilarious. When I was editing this, I was looking at all the amazing faces I was making doing mascara, and yeah. So anyways, you guys don't really need to be taught how to put mascara on. You put mascara on. That's what you do. But it was priceless, so I kept it in. Now, sometimes once I have my mascara on, I decide that I want a little bit more going on because it's all about balance. That's why my eyebrows were so dark, is because I knew I was going to have a fair amount on. So I add a little more of a darker color in the crease and the corners. And now I'm taking a gel cream liner, like dip down, and I'm just putting that in my lash line just to keep it from looking blonde right there because I have blonder eyelashes. Okay, so this is one of the most important parts when you're not feeling well. You want to white out your waterline because it's going to be red and inflamed. MAC has these amazing concealer pens that I think you can only get at the MAC Pro Store. I'm using the NW20 NC21 and putting that all over. It might be NW15. And also using it to conceal places on my face and then buffing it in with a Real Techniques brush. So upon playback, I decided that my contour wasn't dark enough and I wanted to ash it out a little more. So I'm using one of the colors in the new Makeup Forever Flash palette, kind of like a medium brown. It'll be different for everyone. I'm very fair, and I'm placing it all over as well as in my temples. Now right here, I accidentally ding myself, but not to worry, it's a cream so it buffs out. But I just want to leave that in to show you guys that there's always one. I always mess up at least one time when I'm doing my makeup. So once you have your contour replaced, you want to go in and put a little bit of blush right on top of it. Not toward the highlight area, but in between the two. Now there's a moment when I realized just how bright this is looking on tape, right? There. I'm going to freeze frame on my face and show you guys. Notice I'm going in with the same clean brush and starting to buff it out, because sometimes things get real. Above where I place the blush, I like to go in with Makeup Forever's Full Cover Foundation and put my highlight on. Now I use this because I have rosacea, and if I use a cream, what ends up happening is the cream gets wiped away and the rosacea from underneath shows through. This product dries down, becomes fairly transfer resistant, as well as giving me the coverage I need. Lashes are a great way when you're not feeling well to kind of bump your look up and take it to the next level without having to cake tons of makeup on. I'm using my favorite D-Wispies and placing them on my lash line, and then just blending my actual lash in with it. Apologize for being so far down, I had to see what I was doing. So anyone who knows me knows I am not a lip gloss kind of gal. I like to set it and forget it. I mean, my lipstick needs to be sandblasted off at the end of the day. So I'm using Beat from MAC, which is kind of a berry liner, and then Ruby Woo, which is very matte and stays put, and then I'm really deepening the edges with Night Moth, and just using that to add dimension to make my lips look a little more 3D. So then, using a paddle brush in the same full cover from Makeup Forever, I go in and carve out the edge of my lip. This is the step that is most important, especially if you're not feeling well, but especially if you're wearing a red lip. It keeps it from looking really haggard. You have to clean the edge up and make it look polished. So I'm pretty pleased with my makeup now, and I think that's about it. Thanks for watching, guys, and I hope you feel better soon.